You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins of the Foo Fighters were doing an interview recently, and Dave shared a crazy story about the time that that the Foo Fighters played a festival show with Pantera.
So afterwards, we make friends with Pantera. Cool. And, there's just all about whiskey and boobs and whatever. It's like, yeah! So they give us their card. They have their own strip club. It's called the Clubhouse. It's outside of Dallas, Texas. He's like, man, and they're from Texas. So anytime y'all are in Texas, man, you got to come down to the Clubhouse. It's great. I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and I was moving back to Virginia, where I'm from. So I put all of my stuff in my house on a truck, and Taylor and I jumped in my truck and did this Dumb and Dumber drive across America. We were routing our trip around where our friends live and where the strip clubs are. The first day we stop in Barstow. It's 5 hours outside of LA to get gas. We get gas and we make it to Phoenix that night. We go to check into the hotel, and I had left my wallet on top of this gas tank in Barstow. I'm like, oh no, and I don't have credit cards or ID or anything like that. We keep driving, and I'm calling the Pantera guys. I'm like, all right, man, we're coming to the Clubhouse. We're going to be there Tuesday night. And they're like, hell yeah, it's going to be great. So we make this 800-mile detour to get to the Clubhouse, to the strip club. We go out to the Clubhouse, and we get there, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be the best night of our lives. This is going to be amazing, man. So we get there, and we walk up, and the guy's like, could I see some ID, please? And I'm like, oh, I lost my wallet on this trip. He's like, I can't let you in unless you got ID. I'm like, but we're friends with Pantera. He's like, everybody's friends with Pantera. I was like, oh my God, we didn't get in.
No way.
We didn't get in, man. No, I was like, what the
have you ever heard the song Smells Like Teen Spirit?
The guy's like, I can't do it, man. I was like, went back to the hotel. I was gutted. I was like, a side note, this is at least 10 years later. I was at this surf shop in Oxnard, California, just north of Los Angeles. The girl at the counter, she says, are you Dave Grohl? I said, yeah. And she said, did you lose your wallet in Barstow in 1998?
No.
And I said, yeah. She goes, that was my parents' gas station. I'm like, you're kidding me. She goes, no, they still have your wallet. And I gave her my address, and she sent me the wallet with everything in it from 1998.
Wow. How insane is that?
Wow.
Everything from 1998 is still in that wallet.
What a cool time capsule to get back.
Wow. Man.
There's so much about that story. It's fantastic.
That story is so amazing. It's just nuts.
And apparently they weren't even supposed to play the festival show with Pantera. It was a super heavy festival show, and Korn had to back out. And so they're like, hey, would you guys fill in for Korn? They're like, well, all right, I guess. And while they're playing, they're thinking all these metal bands hate them. And they look over to the side of the stage, and in addition to Pantera, but all the other metal bands like Anthrax and other groups are all on the side of the stage watching the Foo Fighters singing along. And they're like, this is awesome.
That is awesome.
You know what I mean? That's kind of a cool thing. And everything I've always heard about the especially Dimebag and Vinny of Pantera and the whole band, they apparently were the type of band that would just party with everybody. So the fact that the strip club bouncer was everyone's friends with Pantera, it's probably true.
That is cool because I can definitely feel like, wow, we don't belong here, and these guys are going to think we're lame. I can understand that feeling to have those guys be so cool to them. To like you said, hey, come to our strip club. Man, I want to go to that strip club.
I'm looking at it. It looks very nice. It looks like a very high end looking.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because they have purple lights on the outside, but it just makes it look fancy.
Purple lights make it high.
It really does.
Yeah, it really does.
The clubhouse, and that's a funny name. Where you going? I'm going to the clubhouse.
It just seems like it would be a fun time because the guys just, broing down with guys that genuinely like, hey, be our buds.
And apparently, before Vinny passed, he used to be there all the time. So you never know when you would go to the clubhouse and there's the drummer of Pantera or Hell Yeah, or whatever band you want to say.
How fun is that?
Right.
Yeah.
And I bet the music is pretty badass there. It's probably super metal.
Yeah. Oh, man. Boy, that was living. I love the idea of the road trip, too. And you can just then take whatever detour you want.
Visiting some friends, stopping at some strip clubs.
Yeah.
Dave and Taylor. I want to go on a road trip with Dave and Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah, just make sure you'll have to be in charge of the wallet.
Dude, that happened many, gosh, we're talking forever ago. A bunch of us went to Portland, and D. Ted Smith and I were part of this party for a bachelor party. And so we all go down, and we're like, this is going to be amazing. Finally going to get to check out these Portland gentlemen's clubs. Ted lost his ID. Right before all this went down. So we're like, well, maybe we can still get in. We get to the door. Everyone's, there's like maybe 15 of us. Everyone's getting in. Ted, I don't have my ID. You guys, I can't let you in. He's like, but I know Pantera. He's like, everyone knows. No, that part. Yeah. So, of course, everyone else went. I'm like, I'm not going to leave Ted behind. So we just ended up just walking. Somehow got some booze and just walked the streets. Just got drunk on our own, and never ended up in Acropolis and all the other places because of the damn ID was missing.
Oh man,
we still had a blast. We didn't see boobs, but we had a blast.
Yeah, you're a good man. I don't know if I would have.
You would have left them behind?
I don't know. I would have. Well, I would have seen if somebody else would have stayed with them, and then I would have left all those guys behind. Maybe.
Oh, I would never leave a buddy behind.
You're a good man.
As much as it pained me, I wouldn't leave it, especially Ted. I mean, that's my homie.
I probably wouldn't have left him behind either, I guess, but I would have complained about it.
We still had a good time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
I mean, granted, probably not as awesome of a time.
Yeah. Or you know what? Who knows? Maybe you had a better time and saved a lot of money. Because I know when I go to strip clubs, I tend to leave my debit card, with the stripper.
Well, yeah, it's nice of you. Hey, here's my PIN number. Yeah. Take out as much as you think you deserve from this experience.
Thank goodness. I mean, really, thank goodness, man, that they only have a $500 limit, because I would have lost so much that night.
You would have been...
Oh, yeah.
You would have lost all of your savings.
And I didn't have a lot of money then, so it was really just like, on every level, that was a dumb move. It was just like, I know, I can't... What did I do?
That is a pretty cool idea, though, for a road trip. Get something and just... I don't know if strip clubs would be... I mean, obviously, that would be pretty awesome, but I'm trying to think of, what would be the thing that I'd want. I'd probably want to go on, a indie wrestling road trip.
Ooh.
Couple buddies, maybe even a couple of us that know how to wrestle, and then try and, weasel our way onto the bill. Hey, can we just go on first match kind of a thing? And if not, still stop in all these different cities across the country and check out what their indie wrestling scene is all about.
That's cool.
That'd be a blast.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I always wanted mine to be baseball stadiums, but now I think I would like to go to probably board game stores all across the country, or some places where the games are made. Like there's a place called in Minnesota, Fantasy Flight. I would love to go check out their space.
There's a little bit better on the body than mine too.
Yeah.
You'll be able to wake up every morning not feeling like ass.
Yeah. Though I will stay up late gaming though, and maybe not eating the right food. So we both could be in a different bad shape.
How are you, Vicky?
I think it's similar. It'd be nerdy. I'd want to go and find all their nerd spots. Like in Portland, there's a place called Ground Control, and it's just an arcade / bar.
Please tell me it's David Bowie themed.
No, it's Ground Control, like a space theme.
Yeah.
Well,
Ground Control to me.
She doesn't know that song, I don't think.
I mean, I do, but... Not quite. Anywho.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty famous song. Okay.
But I'd want to go to all the cool nerd places all around the country.
One person's roller coaster road trip. Yeah, do it in the summer and go to all the amusement parks.
I watch you guys doing that. I can't do coasters anymore, but
you can still enjoy a churro.
Yes, I can. Like I said, I'll watch you guys because I mean there are some great roller coaster parks around the country. No doubt about it.
What about you, Danny?
Pizza tour.
Yeah,
just go try different pizza joints in all of the 50 states. That'd be amazing.
Would you try? But you couldn't go to all of them, but go to some of their top spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
One or two at
swing by Olympia so we could go to Old School.
I'm down. I want to go there so bad.
Yeah.
I know. I saw somebody post a picture outside of it the other day, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
I gotta do that, man.
It's not that far. Olympia's not that far, and we still have not done that. Like, I know
we should make a day out of it. One weekend where we're all free. Just take a little road trip.
Or when we go to Portland for BJ's bachelor party.
Oh, stop at Old School for pizza.
I love this plan.
Yes.
Okay, put that on the list, Vicky. You're the tour director, aren't you, for all this?
Lunch break in Olympia.
Lunch break in Olympia.
I like this plan. What a great plan.
And we can pick people up there.
Who are we picking up?
Well, we got a few people that are going to be coming on the trip.
Are they live in Olympia?
We can make them go to Olympia.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. I'm planning it.
All right. I'm not sure what that means, but as long as it ends up with us at Old School Pizza in Olympia, I'm down. And can we also swing by Vic's because they've got good pizza too. I hate to pass up an opportunity of enjoying both pizza places.
Well, you know what? Since it's my bachelor party, I'll allow it.
Okay, fair enough. So he said, Steve, if you did that, you'd probably get roped into some secret fight club by accident. Yeah, probably right.
Yeah. Well, if you bring your Twitter verified championship belt,
of course I would.
All those places will welcome you.
I don't go anywhere without it, BJ. Yeah. Somebody says, how about a hooker tour? Go to every slum of every city in America and bang the hookers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, you do you, but whatever.
I mean, I think I'd rather go to get some Old School pizza personally.
Yeah.
But, hey, everyone's got their thing.
Yeah. A hooker tour. Wow.
What about you, Rev?
I was thinking about it, and I would love to do the Old School arcade thing like Vicky said, but then also just locations where awesome shows have filmed.
Oh, yeah.
So like what we did when you guys went on the roller coaster Six Flags down in Atlanta.
Yep.
I can't deal with those. I'll just vomit everywhere. So I went down to where The Walking Dead taped down in Sonoy. And it was so cool to do.
I was so hungover. I wanted to go on that trip.
Yeah, you were.
But I was so hungover, I just had to do nothing.
I know. I just rented a car and just went solo. And it was kind of fun just to kind of be away from you guys. I mean,
was
no offense.
bummed. I wanted to go, though. You and I at least could have bonded over that.
Absolutely.
That would have been fun to see that set.
Yeah, and it was.
So it's a very important question. Wait, why is BJ having a bachelor party? I guess if you don't listen every morning, if during every moment of our show, that does sound kind of weird.
I know. I've had a few people actually get in touch with me, and I've had to say, no, I'm still married to my wife. The origin story of this is actually nothing dramatic about my current relationship.
You shared with us that you never had a bachelor party, so we decided that this summer we're going to make a road trip to Portland, get on a Lion Pride party bus.
Yes.
And we're going to give you the bachelor party you never had.
34 years later, because actually this month I'm celebrating my 34th anniversary with my wife. So in celebration, we're having a bachelor party. I don't know if Kathy knows this yet.
You should probably run it by her.
I have to tell her that this is a big plan. I'm seeing her today, so we'll see if in fact Kathy will give the thumbs up. Kathy might even be able to tell me if I had a bachelor party because I don't remember.
Don't ask that because then that changes this. This is supposed to be your first ever bachelor party.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we don't need you to mess up the details.
What if she asks to come with?
What's wrong with that?
No, I know, but would you be cool with that?
Yeah, Kathy's awesome. But,
I want to go.
She's not going to go, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my buddy Craig just texted in. Him and I are huge Pearl Jam fans. Dude, if we could do this, I would do it in a heartbeat. When are we going to go follow Pearl Jam around the country? That would be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
To plan out an RV trip, and I would do it with Craig. Craig's awesome. That'd be fun.
You know what I was just thinking for our bachelor party. What was that? Which was Craig you were talking about just now?
Oh, my buddy Craig Proper.
Okay, good. Because I thought you said Craig Gass, but I don't think you did. But do you think Craig Gass would come to my bachelor party?
In a heartbeat.
We should invite Craig.
Yes.
Because he's always everywhere.
He likes being... Craig doesn't drink, but Craig enjoys watching us drunk.
That's why I want Craig with me. I'll tell Craig, you'll be the sober one. Make sure I don't get too drunk, because I really don't like to get too drunk. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, I might get blacked out and then I forget to
That's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't be anything malicious, though.
Right.
I would genuinely look after you until I get so wasted that I can't look after myself.
And you invited everybody. I don't know. I know you invited Munson, but you know what? I know, like you said, your best buddy, the Ted Smith, he's invited too. Everybody wants to come. Whoever wants to come, I don't care. The whole men's room if they want to do it.
Right. My buddy J Mac, he's planning on coming as well.
It's gonna be a party.
Yeah, it's on a party bus.
It's gonna be a party. Yeah, so
we're gonna have a packed party bus.
We have to get word to Craig Gass so he can book the date, because he'll probably have a comedy show he'll do in Portland or something. You know him. He always books dates around events.
That would be great. And we go to his comedy show.
I love this plan.
And we all get kicked out because we're so wasted.
Yes.
I love part of this plan.
Oh,
yeah.
Craig's gonna hate us.
Yeah, I don't want to get kicked out of his show. I like Craig's show. I would like to see Craig's show.
So he says, that's too funny. 34-year later bachelor party, and all the potential people that you'll be visiting for this bachelor party wouldn't even been born or thought of.
No.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
Yeah.
And your son's coming.
Yeah. Which is actually, I mean, a lot of fathers and sons bond at strip clubs and do that kind of thing. I've never done it. I felt a little awkward, but
you guys could share like a private dance together.
I don't think I'll do that. I think
one girl,
no,
father son,
no.
Yes.
No, what do you mean? Yes.
Yeah, make it happen.
No, what is wrong with you? You guys are just
Now, are you okay with us getting you up on the stage so they can like whip you with their belts and stuff?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Okay, just checking before we go.
No, listen,
I want to know where your line is.
Here's the thing: my wife is not doesn't like me to go to strip clubs, so this is going to be a hard sell.
Oh yeah, dog. Yeah.
But I'm going to tell her it's not really a strip club. It's a restaurant
steakhouse
with topless waitresses.
But they have strippers in the other room.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell her.
Yeah.
It's for the show.
And it is for the show, so...
Yep. People want to know. When we lock in the date, we'll let people know where we're going and when we're going, but you can't come on the party bus with us.
Yeah, it's all liability issues.
Yeah, that's and also we have too many people that are in our coworkers and friends that are already on the bus.
Yeah, the bus is going to be jammed.
Yeah.
Is there a bathroom on this bus?
No. Dude, it's a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive.
Stop at a rest
we
stop.
could stop
Okay,
somewhere.
We'll be stopping a lot.
If not, you could open up the door and just hang out.
Okay, that's a delightful scene.
If you just hold on to the bar and just stick your pelvis out, you'll be fine.
That won't be a problem while I'm drinking. Okay, so we will have to stop a lot, or I won't have a lot of beverages.
Or a bucket.
A bucket? Look, I don't mind. I probably won't mind a bucket if I'm drunk, but I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Oh, no. But as far as coming and hanging out wherever we go, absolutely. Yeah. People could come meet up with us.
Okay. Yeah, even if we pull over the side of the road, I don't care, but I have a bladder issue. Okay, we'll have to figure this out.
Just bring your Run Pee app, and then you'll know when you're supposed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that will help out a lot.
Crystal's on the main stage right now. It's safe for me to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Damn it. I probably won't be drinking a lot on the party bus. I'll just have a shot or two.
So we have to stop and go to the bathroom.
It just means
that's what we... do you have an idea... To go to Spokane, how many hours is that? Maybe 5?
4 or 5.
Yeah.
On our party bus, it takes close to 9.
Oh,
because we're stopping all the time.
Oh, good. All right. I feel better about it.
Because there's 15 guys that, sometimes people will use a bucket, but sometimes people want to get off the bus. Then we go eat or grab something or grab a drink.
So you really do use a bucket?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Well, I have a very strong bladder. I could go the whole trip.
Oh, you're amazing. I can.
I just wait until we usually have a rule. It's like you have to have 3 people's arms up in the air to justify that stop to go to the bathroom.
Oh boy.
So then it becomes a game of don't put your arm up, man. We're running late. Or someone's like, hey, could you put your arm up with me? I really got to go. So you have these moments of negotiation.
Friendships. It's kind of like Survivor.
It's totally like Survivor.
All right. I like this. I don't mind using a bucket. I don't care. If I can use a bucket, dude, I'm good.
It's not that far of a trip. We could stop however many times. It's your party.
Thanks, man. Fast food places
you
we
can
stop
pee when you want to.
Whoa!
It's his party.
It's a party. I can pee when I want.
And people say just stop at bars and go use the bathroom there. So go stop at a bar to take a shot.
Ooh. Oh, man.
We might not ever make it to Portland.
No, we're
right?
We'll be in like Centralia. Screw it. Let's just stay here.
I won't remember this at all. So, I'm having a bachelor party because I never had one 34 years ago when I got married to my wife, Kathy. And so we're having our anniversary this month, and we're going to, 6 months later, have my bachelor party.
Somebody says they're unimpressed with your bladder.
Yeah, I'm unimpressed with my bladder, too, dude. This is how it happens. What are you going to do?
Vicky, someone has a question. Are you going to let the original winner of that party bus go with you guys?
I mean, if he wants to.
Oh, if Jason wants to go, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Jason, you're invited.
That'd be hilarious.
Is this our Jason?
Yeah, Jason's the one who won that at the company Christmas party.
Jason
but he's like, I don't need a party bus
now
for any reason.
And I traded him for science fair tickets.
Which I think is the greatest trade ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Jason's definitely invited because he's awesome. He does so much good stuff for us. Yeah, he definitely can come along.
Well, like his best buddy was mad at me. He's like, you took his party bus away. I'm like, do you want to come? And he's coming with us.
Oh, nice.
Tanch.
Somebody says, nice, Tanch.
Yeah, Tanch is
Tanch is awesome.
Jeez, we got everybody showing up for this bachelor party of mine.
It's really, I feel
a
staff party.
Yeah.
It's going to be a staff party when we get to Portland, huh?
Wait, are we inviting bosses?
Oh,
are we inviting bosses, certain people?
Well, I don't know.
What question?
No, are we inviting bosses?
Bosses? Oh,
like hair club.
Yeah, if he wants to come.
That'd be fun.
He's actually, he transcends a cool boss. And you know what? I think ever since, he's had this child of his, he's forgotten what it's like to be a single man out on a party bus. Maybe he'll take us up on it.
I like this text to Steve. Let us know when the party bus is rolling through town. I'll set up a line on both sides of the road like when the Seahawks win the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that plan. Also set up a porta potty for me. Thank you, man.
I have my CDL. Do you need me to drive? I'm the cupcake guy. I don't drink, so there's no worries about that. No, the Lion Prize got party bus drivers.
But if he's cupcake guy, maybe he can just be in the line and hand off a cupcake.
Yes, he could be in line and he'll throw a cupcake and you can catch it with your mouth.
Oh, yes. All right, now we're talking.
This is going to be the greatest day
ever. I'm looking forward to this, and I never thought I would be.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't turn out to be a nightmare for me, but it sounds fun.
And if you're not really feeling the strip club thing, BJ, you just hang on the party bus and drink.
Well, now, let's not get too crazy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
These are options.
This is Acropolis with steak. Come on now. I'm not going to turn down
Get your steak to go, and then you can go into the bus and just eat it in there in peace.
Honey, I'm just getting my steak and showing you that I love you. I'm getting it to go.
I wonder if that happens. Do they have Uber Eats?
Yeah.
And does it stop at the Acropolis for people to get a steak?
Oh, boy. What an Uber Eats if they would actually have the girls deliver it.
Call it Uber Meats.
All right. 5 teenagers.
Spell it however you want.
Okay. 5 teenagers just did something pretty incredible to save the life of an 8-year-old kid. Yeah, I'm going to tell you all about this awesome story at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A lot of people complain about teenagers, but we got to give these guys props. An 8-year-old kid fell out of a ski lift at a ski resort in Vancouver on Wednesday. And was dangling from the side of it, which is that's just 8-year-old. That's not good. So what they did is they stopped the lift so he wouldn't go any higher, but he was almost about 25 feet off the ground. His dad couldn't pull him back up. But luckily, a group of 5 teenagers on the ground came up with a pretty clever idea. So there was some orange boundary fencing nearby. You see that a lot at ski resorts.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of stuff that you see skiers crash into in the Olympics, too. And it's really good at keeping them from really hurting themselves. A kid named James told his friends to go grab a section of it while he and another kid grabbed some padding. And there's a video of this whole thing happening. And it looks like they yanked the pad off a bench or whatever. And they put the padding on top of the plastic fencing. Then they held it under the kid like one of those nets that firefighters use to, when people jump out of the windows.
This is awesome, dude. I'm looking at a video, I guess, at Grouse Mountain, which I don't know skiing stuff all that well, but I'm watching the video, and there's this poor kid just hanging with his skis on as all these other teens are just scurrying, just getting everything in order.
Yeah, man. And they had the kid just let go, and they caught him with this padding netting thing that they made. They took him to the hospital, but the kid's okay, not hurt at all. And the company that owns the resort is giving the teenagers free season passes to say thanks.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, I just saw the video of him dropping.
That is awesome. I see that, yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
What a great...
He's got to work on his land. He's going feet first, man. He could have hurt his feet.
Isn't that how you want to go?
I would go more butt down first.
Yeah? You go butt down?
Kind of just,
All right.
More like sit into it. But that's just me.
Yeah, you're probably
might
right.
have criticized an 8-year-old for jumping into an orange net.
And the kid's okay.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Those guys really were smart. How smart was that?
Talk about the adrenaline rush after that.
Yeah.
Those kids probably felt like superheroes.
Oh, definitely, man. You feel like that's MacGyver right there. They MacGyvered that whole situation to save that 8-year-old.
Like, they probably felt unstoppable for the rest of the day.
8 years old, man. I remember I think I was that age when I fractured my collarbone. I don't know if that would have traumatized me or not. This whole, I don't know if I'd ever go skiing again.
Yeah.
Because I was not a fan of winter after I hurt myself. And this kid didn't hurt himself, but still, you're dangling like that, wondering, am I going to fall and break my neck?
You have issues with snowmen?
Yeah, I do. I'm not a winter fan at all. I hate the snow. It's my whole life I've hated the snow, and it has gone back to when I was 8 years old, and it was in a cast for months because I just was I couldn't get up. You're playing around, you don't realize stuff's happening, and all of a sudden you land and you go, whoa, and then I couldn't move. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I hate the snow. Yeah.
Some people even say that the kids were very smart as well. They had him take his skis off first as well, which was a great idea.
Oh,
so they clipped the skis off. And
they were the kid was able to at least do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. That would have been a hard thing to try to catch the kid with the skis. I was wondering about that because as he fell, I was like, I couldn't tell if he had his skis on or not.
And some probably a good point. Ski boots are pretty heavy, so maybe that's why he went down feet first.
Oh, there you go. Sure. Yeah, and it's weird because you know how those ski boots are. It has you stand in a weird way.
This texter is great. How to get laid as a teenager. Save an 8-year-old off of a ski lift.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Go back to that chalet, tell that story around the
where
fire.
Do you go? I mean, there's not really like a little gathering for... Because the first thing I think if we say, let's go to the bar and share this story, but you're a teenager, you can't do that.
Well, you go to the chalet, sit in front of the fire.
All right.
To get the s'mores out or whatever, and then go, oh, by the way, guy, I don't know if you guys... And you do it casually. Just the girls are around, and you go, wow, dude, I can't believe that just happened. Thank goodness it all worked out. And then, finally the girls are like, what are you talking about? And then you go, I'll tell you what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you what's up.
I'm a full-fledged hero. I'm a CIA agent is what I'm talking about.
So it says the kid's father yelled at the lift operator, but they couldn't hear him because the music was too loud. Lawsuit.
Oh. Whoops.
That's a double win.
Yeah.
Kids alive, and you win some money.
You know what? I'm glad you're thinking. You're always thinking about the financial gain.
Well, that's the texters.
Oh, it's the texters thinking about that. Okay.
And so it says those kids deserve to feel like heroes. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was quick. I wouldn't have thought of that, dude. I wouldn't have thought about that netting. And of course, we watch the Olympics all the time, and we see that netting save a lot of lives, and wouldn't even thought, oh, sure, the kid could fall onto that.
Yeah, we could absorb his fall.
Yeah, and the padding they went and got, that's pretty brilliant. I mean, that really, man, see, kids are smart. I mean, they really are. I mean, I feel better about the future now. I do.
All right.
Netflix claims to have done some research. Well, of course, the research we told you about before is they said they've lost, how many millions of dollars?
$200 million.
Yeah, $200 million.
From you scammers.
From the scammers.
Looking at 3 of the members of the show.
Password sharers, yeah. And they are now saying that every single one of its members is likely to share 6 shows in common with any other member anywhere in the world. This is the new Kevin Bacon. This is going to be the new 6 degrees of it'll be the 6 degrees of Netflix separation. Wow. So
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean,
they got a lot of content.
I don't really watch a lot of Netflix shows, but I think everyone liked Glow, and that's like the only show I watched.
Yeah, it was really good.
I watched a couple of episodes of Glow. I keep forgetting about it because they have so many other shows, but it's a good show.
All right, so there proves his point.
Yeah. So they've got a lot of stuff. You're talking movies, series, stand-up specials, music specials, documentaries. So so they're saying that we all share 6 shows. That's nuts. Wow. If we're all Netflix members.
Yeah.
We all share those same 6 shows. All right. Here are the most likely candidates.
Okay.
How many people in this room watch Black Mirror?
Yep.
Danny, not me.
No.
I can't believe Vicky hasn't gotten into that yet.
She doesn't like scary stuff.
It's creepy.
Yeah, some of it's creepy, some of it's awesome.
One of these days.
Bird Box, I have not watched that.
Yep.
No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that watched that one?
I watched it.
Oh, yeah, me and Ray.
All right.
What a waste of my time.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You don't like Sandra Bullock?
Oh, I just don't want to watch a bunch of people with blindfolds on running around.
You said it was a waste of your time. You haven't watched it, though.
Right.
Okay.
I imagine it would be a waste of my time.
Okay.
Yes, you're right.
If I can point you in the direction of some movies that, where people are blindfolded running around that are better.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've clicked on those thumbnails.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Pornhub, you and Vicky have some no degrees of separation, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, RedTube?
I'm sure Bird Box is fine.
Okay.
I just don't really have any interest in seeing it.
Are we talking Pornhub or are we just talking about okay.
Yeah, it's one of those few adult film parodies that don't need to change the name.
No, not at all. Stranger Things, I think all of us, right?
Season 1.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
What?
No, it doesn't look interesting to me.
I think you would like it.
I think you would like it too.
You know what I don't like is that it was like based in the 70s. And I just can't.
80s.
Oh, you don't like period? You like Steve? You don't like period pieces?
Not really.
But they're wearing somewhat current clothes. They got shoes on. That's like one of my main
There's
things.
Monsters.
I tried watching the first episode and I was like, I can't.
How far did you get into it?
The whole episode.
Well, if you watch the episode, what are you going to do? I mean, at least he gave it a chance.
I always say give to any show 2 episodes. Like when I don't like a show and I'm not going to watch it.
You're the person that won't watch Black Mirror. Are you really going to?
I've watched Supergirl. I watched like the first 3 episodes and that was garbage.
I'm not going to fight you about Supergirl.
Right.
I'm just not going to fight you about that.
Somebody says Bird Box super boring. Another person says I didn't watch Bird Box, but I can say it was #unimpressive.
Unimpressive, yeah. How about this one, the Spanish language show called La Casa del Papel? La Casa del Papel. You watch that?
No, I'm just saying you said it right.
Oh, thanks, man.
It means the House of Paper.
I didn't even know this show. I mean, the only thing I know that Netflix has is that Roma movie, which was up for an Academy Award.
Yeah,
I know they got that.
We saw that, the wife and I.
How was that movie?
It was all right. It was pretty good. It's more of a cinematic movie than really a story movie.
All right.
So it's got some pretty good shots in that. It's done in black and white, so if that's not your deal, and it's in the 70s in Mexico.
Oh, forget it. Danny doesn't like 70s. He doesn't like Mexico.
Do they have shoes on?
Most of the time.
You're all right then, Steve.
Some of the people.
Isn't that funny, man?
I like the sex though. I kind of agree. The more people tell you to watch a movie, the less likely I'm going to.
Yeah.
Like Birdcage or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Bird Box.
Birdcage.
No, I really have no interest in Bird Box, and I have a small interest in A Quiet Place, which is the one where you can't say anything. It's like you're not supposed to speak in that movie, as opposed to you're not supposed to see in Bird Box.
It's the same movie. Like literally,
it is
like
not the same
it's the
movie.
Same movie.
There are so many differences. First
Same
off,
movie.
Oh, you idiot!
Somebody says, "Oh my God, Steve, you're dead to me." Bird Box was a really good movie. I think it's as good as anything you would see in the theater. Change your attitude or die.
Well,
Whoa. Just kidding.
Okay, what about Quiet Places? I mean, I heard Quiet Place is really a good movie. Is Bird Box as good?
They're the same movie. I feel like it's the exact same.
Which one was better, though?
Everyone's getting mad at me.
Yeah, which one was better?
Neither. I mean,
Really?
they were exactly the same.
They were not exactly the same, and I felt that The Quiet Place was better.
And I did a little research on La Casa de Papel, or I think it's in English, it's
Okay.
Money Heist.
All right.
It's a group of very peculiar robbers assault the factory of Moneda and Timbre to carry out the most perfect robbery in history of Spain and take home 2.4 billion euros.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
I think it's a movie.
Okay,
Oh, it's
thanks.
a live TV show.
All right. Well, why don't you start watching it? Is it in Spanish?
Yeah, and I think they dub it in English.
All right. Well, that's another tough one for a lot of people. But the good news is, I mean, look, we have a lot of folks that speak Spanish in this country. It's cool that Netflix has their own shows out there. And, Roma's a great, great movie from what I hear. I mean, Rev says he kind of liked it, but...
Pretty much any TV show or movie that Netflix puts out that's theirs always is in a different, like multiple languages.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
my mom's watching Umbrella Academy in Spanish.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
I just don't want to watch any of these like slow films. Like, give me an action film with The Rock, and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Skyscraper. Now that's a good movie.
I heard that wasn't good. It's good?
Yeah, it's got The Rock and it's got explosions. What more do you want in life?
Yeah. I mean, I think I want Fast and Furious Rock. You know, and I guess he's doing a movie with Statham. It's sort of like an offshoot of the
like Crockett and Tubbs or something.
Yeah,
called, right?
it's not all the it's not all the Furious people. It's just those two.
It's like
Hobbs and Shaw.
There, that.
But it is in the Fast and Furious universe.
Yeah,
just
it's
not-
because it's both of their characters from that franchise.
But isn't that what pissed off all the other people on Fast and the Furious? Like, that's why he's got beef with some of the other people that are on the show?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because they're putting off, Fast and Furious 9 at this point to put it out?
You come into our franchise and then you hijack it.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They did make. I mean, some of the best Fast and Furious movies, I think, are the ones with those guys in it. I mean, I think I've watched every Fast and Furious movie, and yeah, Fast and Furious 1 was good. But I have to say, beyond that, I think The Rock and Statham's Fast and Furious movies are really good.
You're not wrong. I enjoyed them a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I just hate to say it. I know people love Vin Diesel and everything, but Vin Diesel to me is just not as good as Statham or The Rock as an action star. He just isn't. No, he really. As a matter of fact, him being the villain was good. In the last one. Spoiler alert. But I mean, that was good because I feel like he's a better villain because he doesn't say anything. He looks mean all the time.
The Rock is like a nice throwback, but still modernized version of the '80s action hero. Yeah, it's got the timing, the comedic timing.
Yeah.
And he looks like a badass, and he's always put in badass situations.
He's our Arnold.
He truly is.
Yeah, and we need an Arnold. I mean, that's the one thing.
And he'll probably run for some kind of political position at some point, too, like Arnold.
Yeah. I do miss. I mean, Arnold movies were awesome just because of Arnold.
Yes.
And they put the good special effects budgets in it. I mean, T2 is a great movie, but a lot of it is because of Arnold, as well as, of course, Cameron's great effects and stuff. And Linda Hamilton actually was pretty good in T2, too.
So you should see Skyscraper, man. Weren't you willing to watch any Arnold movie back in the day just because Arnold was in it?
No, you know what? I was sci-fi Arnold. I wasn't. I didn't get to the Chopper Arnold. I mean, I just loved all the sci-fi he was in, and those were the ones that were my favorites.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I did watch The Expendables, and because that had everybody. Because it had everybody.
I mean, we've dreamt of that for life.
And I looked at Skyscraper. It only got 46% on the tomato reading, but 66% of the audience loved it.
That's no.
But I mean, the popcorn's still up, so that's good.
Yeah, but 66% of the audience, I don't think I'm going to like it.
It's just a brainless action film that has some awesome scenes. I'm not going to say you're going to walk away going, this should have been an Academy Award winner or anything like that.
I'm going to watch Rampage first. I have that recorded.
Rampage is the one with the big gorilla, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's okay.
Oh,
Skyscraper was better in my opinion.
Skyscraper was better than Rampage?
Which is 74% of the audience loved it.
Rampage was good.
All right. It's based on a video game?
That's great. I didn't know that, but that's cool.
All right, fine. Yeah.
I thought Skyscraper was way more entertaining from beginning to end.
All right. Fine. I won't watch either one of them probably, but all right.
What are you doing, man?
I've got a lot of shows. I got Umbrella Academy. I got all these shows. I got no time. All right, yesterday, Steve, he got this one wrong.
In what German city did Michael Jackson famously dangle his baby from a balcony?
What, Austria?
No.
Belgia.
No.
Germany City.
No.
Germany City. I just sometimes just pause and think about the brilliance that I get to work next to every day.
Thank you.
Belgia.
I graduated college.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't, which is even more surprising that this is how it's all working out. Berlin was the answer we're looking for. You want a shot at beating Steve? 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Erin Ryan, political commentator, comedy writer, and host of Crooked Media's Hysteria.
And I'm co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President Obama.
Each week on Hysteria, we are joined by a team of hilariously opinionated ladies to discuss the headlines from the serious to the absurd.
We cover everything from reproductive rights to rom-coms and break down the political news of the week and cultural stories that affect women's lives.
New episodes of Hysteria drop every Thursday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.